Cross borders now and focus on China, which has announced the end of its hugely controversial one-child policy. Couples in China are now allowed to have 2 children. The policy restricted most couples to only a single offspring, and for years authorities argued that it was a key contributor to China's economic boom.
Beijing residents expressed support for the easing of family planning restrictions. After decades of a one-child family policy, the government has moved to allow 2-child families. The policy is a major liberalization for the one-party state, which already eased restrictions in late 2013 when Beijing said it would allow more families to have 2 children, providing the parents meet certain conditions. The decision was met with joy by Chinese citizens, particularly the younger generation.
I think easing of the one-child policy now is appropriate timing. The issue of aging is rising while the ratio of young people is decreasing. We all think the demographic structure has been improved gradually. Actually, we need more young people, newborn babies, to improve demographic structure. I think, forward-looking, the whole family planning policy will be lifted.
A growing number of scholars had urged the government to reform the rules introduced in the late 1970s to prevent population growth spiraling out of control. Now it's regarded as outdated and responsible for shrinking China's labor pool. For the first time in decades, the working age population fell in 2012. The announcement was made at the close of a key Communist Party meeting focused on financial reforms and maintaining growth between 2016 and 2020 due to concerns over the country's slowing economy.
I think this policy is kind of an improvement in human rights. I think how many babies depend on the personal rights of citizens. China used to have some limitations on it due to the country's policy, but with the economy improving and after reform opening up, the policy was implemented. China's demographic dividend policy also needed a policy that can allow people to have more babies. So I think as young people, we are very supportive of this policy.
Couples who flout family planning laws in China are at a minimum fined. Some lose their jobs, and in some cases, mothers are forced to abort their babies or be sterilized. However, there are no immediate details on the new policy or a time frame for the implementation. Zinzi Kibiku, KTN News.